you know, made his own decision making around a top player like Anti. I think he's got a couple set wins left in him. Coming up, I do believe we have Jayy and True Blue. True Blue is another Florida player from South Florida. And a unique thing about True Blue is not only is he a very proficient Sonic, but he's actually one of the artists in the venue today. He has a booth at pretty much every major that he tends to, along with Snow, another Florida. Snow's kind of like a transplant in between, but they're both have connections through Florida. Mirage, Jayy, probably most famously known for being Super Gokel's brother, but a very strong player in his own right. Played Sheik originally and has now transitioned over to Bayo. Smart man, good decision making. But a quality Bayo for sure.
So he's looking good. Looking like he's getting his phone ready, maybe tweeting out that he's on stream, or maybe
setting some music, got those AirPods in.
Yeah. About time.
I think it'd be great if we get to see the back of True Blue's shirt. It is a specifically made jersey designed for him, and the back of it reads True Frickin' Blue.
Oh, really? It says frickin'?
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, that's legit. But yeah, this should be interesting. I, of course, being a Floridian myself, would like to see Carl do well. Carl being True Blue, but at the same time, we've seen historically that Sonic Bayo is not a fun time for Sonic. Can really shut down what is normally a pretty oppressive neutral for Sonic, and without really having to push too many buttons or put too much thought in it. Bayo just does that really well against what is considered to be another top 10, maybe to some another top 5 character, and just shuts them out.
Right. And there we go. They're going to pound it out. Looks like we will have game 1 starting off of True Blue versus Mirage Jayy. On a Smash Bros, no surprise there. I did get to observe Jayy's conversions yesterday with Bayonetta. Definitely something that sets Bayonetta mains apart is the way they're able to convert off their Witch Twist and Afterburner kicks and convert that into a stock. She has a lot of ways she can do it, but knowing what to do in what scenario can be very hard. You have to react and know what to do.
Definitely separates the weak from the strong for sure. Because Bayonetta is one of those characters where you can play around with her and understand a little bit of her pretty quickly, but to master her is a different task in and of itself. It's what makes, it's the reason why you see your Captain Zax, your Mistakes, your Limas in your top 8s every single time, is because they have that experience, that knowledge of saying, all right, well, this is the button I need to push right now. We see a pretty even start here. True Blue getting a couple of good spin dash combos in, getting a Jayy up to 59. Unfortunately, True Blue is at about 90, now 100 himself.
Okay, he's going to use a spring to get out of there. Descend back to the stage safely. Jayy pretty much looking for the point where he's going to close the stock out, throwing out a Witch Time right there. Not going to find it, though. But it's only a matter of time before he starts getting those up airs, maybe throwing out some guns. Ooh, looking for it, but I like True Blue's wait, right? He said, all right, I see it. I'm going to wait. I'm going to dash after.
Oh, wow. Not the best DI.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
Calling out the homies.
Jayy says, all right, look, I messed up, but, like, how about an F smash?
It's even, right? Like, they're doing it.
Yeah. We're swinging, boys.
Shooting their shots. The movement coming out once again from True Blue's going to go ahead and go for a spin dash into the Nair. And I like the way he's actually spacing himself around Jayy. Jayy's getting a little bit of trouble there. That was a beautiful anti-air, though.
See, this is where the timing gets better. On the previous stock, we saw him Witch Time while True Blue was sitting there charging.
Right.
And it's kind of one of the things where, like, True Blue can kind of do it whenever he wants. That up B, on the other hand, was perfectly timed.
Okay. Gonna eat the spring. Just gonna use another afterburner kick to get back to the stage. And there goes Spinash up air once again. Let's get to that point where they're racking up damage.
And I like that thought, too. We see a lot of Bayos use that side B to kind of just break into center stage. And Sonic does duck down a little bit when he starts doing that up smash, so that may be an option we see him close out stocks with. I'm going to keep it as like an ace in the hole, a hidden trick to pull out at the last second.
We saw True Jayy go for that pivot grab, was unable to find him, but found another one, goes for the forward throw. Going to try to get as much damage as he can from keeping Jayy in the corner. True Blue pushing forward, and I like that he's doing run forward shield a lot, trying to bait Jayy into doing something, and then being able to respond accordingly.
Yeah, because Jay's looking down the barrel of a forward throw and up throw pretty soon. Obviously a back throw if he can get it. Oh, no.
Oh, let's go, baby. We out.
Godlike. Sonic did the Mission Impossible dive out of the way.
But that's the other thing too, right? Like a lot of times you'll see Bayos make sure to do at least one up tilt or something to ensure that the person's in hit stun, and then they start charging their smash attack or whatever they want to do. And that might be the reason if Jayy doesn't win here, that might be the make or break moment.
That moment, like, and it's interesting to see the sets where you can pick the exact moment where, like, oh, this is where you might have lost to this game.
Right. Getting close. Up throw, not enough to kill.
Oh my gosh, something we haven't even talked about. This is a matchup. If anyone's going to be familiar with it, it's going to be Jayy, too. You know,
his sister.
It's his sister. Supergirl Kells, you know, all the experience in the world, but just absolute precision from True Blue. 2 back-to-back perfectly spaced springs, and then just the dive bomb back air to close it out. But Jayy seems unfatigued, unfettered in his attempt to further himself in bracket. We do see the AirPods missing, so I'm curious if he decided to take the music out midway through.
Yeah, maybe want to focus on the game a little bit more. I know, especially sometimes when you're listening to music and playing the game, depending on the song, sometimes you start like attacking in the rhythm of the song or whatever,
and like I hate that.
Completely.
I'm just like, yo, I've got to hit this smash attack when the beat drops.
Right.
And like, man. It's gonna be so hyped to you and you alone.
And yeah, because no one else is listening, so it's like, oh god.
All right, so we see the Lilat pick here from Jayy. Perfect sense. This is obviously one of Bayos' very, very strong stages.
Yeah, if not only for the fact that she can recover here very well, and a lot of other characters get screwed over sometimes. But there's also more to it than that.
We see these tilts right now, just how they interact with these smaller platforms and how the upbeats themselves kind of like can move around a little bit easier. Not that Bayo has any trouble with that to begin with.
I'm going to watch again, because the last time I saw Jayy go for that witch twist, the SDI from True Blue was completely to the left, flew out of there, and Jayy was like, crap, how do I convert off of that? So I want to see if he's still doing a good job. That time, almost, but the up air didn't kill him. Just not enough percent.
Yeah, didn't even get a chance. The quick double up B.
Oh, here we go. Oh, wow, but gets out of it very quickly. I think Jayy might have thought he had a little more time to set up a punish there. Ooh, what a read! Somehow, despite whiffing that giant smash attack, Jayy still finds himself coming out on top in that neutral interaction, and no punish will be coming out from True Blue. Could not get there in time.
Yeah, we're starting to see him close this gap a little bit here. 116 to 69 now. Oh, reads the roll too. Oh. Finally getting about even-ish percents right now. But Jayy can't sleep on this. He has about 20% on him, but True Blue very capable of closing the stock right now.
Head for the pivot grab once again, not going to find it. Just spin dash into the spring. Oh, okay. I kind of appreciate what he was going for there.
The patience was fantastic. True Blue just had an answer for it.
Down to no follow-up. Jayy biding his time. True Blue trying to find a way back down to the base platform, feeling really pressured, finally finds a way down. Now we play the game. Am I going to spin dash? Am I going to not? Am I going to shield? Am I going to run? Jayy just runs forward and witch twists into the jump up air on the read on the jump.
Yeah, man. That's one of those situations where that wouldn't have comboed normally, but guessed right on True Blue's escape option. And that was enough to do it. Oh, what can we see here?
Oh, I see what he went for there, right?
I wish he would have reset on the platform and got his resources back, but at the same time, it didn't cost him anything. So it's one of those things where it's not that bad, and it could get these strings again, too.
I was like, if he had gotten the like single hit witch twist on that second one, that might have been curtains for True Blue. There we go. I like that, just completely out. There we go again. Is that up tilt coming out from True Blue? You don't see that move used every day, but right there to full effect does an anti-air. Man, I love Sonic.
Oh! Run up and do it, Sonic, with that Nike sponsorship.
Just gotta believe in yourself, right? Okay, running in. Get caught by the witch just there. The DI not looking super hot on that one. True Blue used to be carry. I mean, careful. Okay, gonna catch coming down. No, he's out of there.
Let's see what True Blue can do. Jay's kind of starting to get a bit of a better understanding of what he's looking for and how he's choosing to move around the screen, but at the same time, Sonic with so many fast options that even if you think you've got to hold on to it, just sometimes you don't. Or you've got to figure it out a little bit closer.
Okay, gets caught in his movement, but Jay's not going to get more than one hit of fair one. True Blue needs to start bringing the damage back so we can start looking for some kill options. It can be a forward throw off the stage. Needs to survive the onslaught of bullets. Here's some more. He's going to wait. He's going to guess correctly. Ooh, almost gets him with the back air. Just very tiny microspacing. Difference between life or death.
See what he's able to get down. No, Jayy calls it out, and with the emphatic stomp of the stilettos, closes out game 2 to even things back up.
Look at True Blue. Looking like he's having a great time, though.
Yeah, man. He's a fun guy. You know, he comes out to these events and he's able to really share a lot of his art with the congoers here, and also do well in bracket as well. It's nice to see him able to really multitask like that, because he's working at his booth the entire time he's not playing. The man's over there either interacting with people coming up for his goods, creating more art for the community as well. The man's busy.
Speaking of getting busy, here we will get busy as we go into Game 3 on Town and City. Of course, that means for True Blue, you get some earlier kills off the top, and honestly, against Bayonetta anyway, you don't really care too much about it. Like, maybe Battlefield's the most where you care about not dying off the top, but oh, okay. Managed to DI, like, that second fair too, actually, to get through the other side. His third hit didn't connect.
Basically, as long as the bag is secured, Sonic does not care how it happens.
Exactly. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. More. Oh? Okay, yeah.
Oh, see if the string resets here.
Oh my goodness, he just keeps catching him on the way down. But you know, the great thing about this, ooh, that was a perfect wait though. Could have gone for an even harder punch if he wanted to.
Oh, he's dead!
Oh!
He's dead! No! He went for that second up B, and that was it. Jayy with the crucial mistake in Game 3.
Well, this is where you need to shake it off. Honestly, he doesn't have that much to make up for. You have a low ceiling here. You get one, which time that's a dead character. Goes for the up air. The up airs now will start being a threat to kill as well. But this is all... Here it is. Oh, no.
Stop. Stop.
Oh, wow.
Stop. We saw that Game 1. Please, not again. No. Jayy.
Man. Okay, there we go. Finally get one. So 33%, not the worst. Honestly, that's made up in 1 or 2 hits, you know, whatever. You're basically at clean slate at this point. You see True Blue biding his time on the revival platform.
I'm not a fan of that, because at the start, during stock 1, even when he was at those higher percents, we still saw him pushing interactions instead of really taking advantage of the fact that Town and City is a big stage.
Right.
He really could have just disengaged and really held that stock for a little bit longer and got a little bit more of those 1 or 2% as he goes. But using that spawn platform to waste time at 4.5 minutes is not going to get you anywhere. You've got to make sure you hold that out for as long as possible, and instead, you know, you're not. I would be stunned to see this timeout occur with 4 minutes still on the clock.
Right. Go charging that spin dash once again. Turn around charge, go into shield. Really make him guess as to when he's going to go in. But sometimes he just says, you know what? I'm assuming you're going to shield again. You've done it like 5 times. I'm going to grab you, throw you, and you're going to see Jayy get a punish because of that.
Oh, waits out the spot. Does he get the grab? This could be bad, but the SDI up prevents that last side B from hitting.
Oh my goodness, the bounce on that spin dash, man.
95 to 77, Jayy clawing this back now.
Should have died there, but I'm pretty sure the beginning of spin dash is like intense, right? That's crazy. Manages to get out of there. He's living. He has 80%, which is fine. And I have to give credit to... Oh, wait. True Blue dead. Yeah, he needs to be careful here. Can he get down? Okay, just does the down air. Screw it. YOLO. I'm out.
Waits out the which time this time. True Blue got caught by a couple of those. He's not trying to get caught by another and lose this game.
He's chasing around, throwing out the back air, looking for that one strong finisher. 4th throw off stage. Not the best DI, admittedly. Okay, goes for the trump. I respect it. Hasn't gone for it all game, really, but the one time he goes for it, looks like True Blue already buffered an option. That trade?
Back air and ABK, and back air is going to win. Handshake, True Blue advances, discusses maybe a couple little things with Jayy, perhaps the unfortunate witch time punishes that we saw throughout the course of that set, because that really could have gone the other way with 2 tilts thrown out.
Just like, man, are you kidding me, right? Especially the amount of times where you are playing Bayonetta and you throw out witch time, and you don't really have to worry about it. Like 9 out of 10 times, you really don't need that 1st or 2nd up tilt. But it's like in these small moments like this, where it's like, damn, man, the one time I decided not to do it, you just, well,
True Blue
2 times,
secured
I
it.
guess.
Jay fumbled it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, too, for True Blue, he didn't get traditionally like Bayonetta comboed at all.
Right,
in that entire set.
It was mostly just, I'm going to live to very high percents and then get side beat up air.
Right, and I was like, that's doing really good for yourself, really well. Made sure that he kept his stocks intact, never really had to deal with playing super far behind. Maybe like one instance of being behind, he brought it back just like that. So.
Absolutely.